It's a new day, so you know what that means. We have more Anthem news. So yes, hey everyone, what's up? It's Overworld Games here, and I hope you all are doing good today. So let us begin. So, yeah, a lot of stuff in this video. So we're going to be talking about early look kind of to the patch notes that are coming up here. And then also, what about the pilot skill tree system and this new armor set feature that will be coming post-launch. So more information about that. And then Bioware does respond about the load times and a bunch of other stuff. Also, you know, the being downed status is going to be apparently changing too. Alright, so also I will be live in Anthem right when this video releases. See the link in the description below to drop in and say hello. Several of you did that yesterday. Would love to have you guys drop on by. I'm going to be playing some Strongholds. It'll be a blast. Hang out and chill with me. Check out the link in the description below. But yes, patch notes are going to be coming up here, confirmed by Jesse Anderson from, he's the community manager here on Anthem. He says, I'm working on the Anthem game patch notes for this week. There are a lot of fixes and quality of life improvements coming. I'll post them for everyone to see once the patch is live, possibly earlier. Remember, that patch is going to be dropping on the 22nd. Alright, so a lot of you guys were wondering about that pilot skill tree system. We didn't know previously if it would officially be coming to the game post-launch. So that was asked by Forkboy Gaming, who says, I thought there was like a talent tree that you could use with your pilot. Am I mistaken? And the answer is this. This was available in early version of the game. It fell short for a bunch of reasons. We moved the functionality to the component system, which allows for the playstyle choices we wanted. Originally, we have some plans for the old pilot skill system coming after launch. So that's not a maybe anymore. It seems like it is going to be coming post-launch, something similar to what they advertised previously. So I will keep you guys in the know about what's going to happen with that pilot skill system. I think it would be cool to see as long as it's meaningful and stuff like that. Alright, so this was asked by Your Anthem. Okay, after playing for nearly 20 hours, I've got to ask, where are the rest of the armor sets and customizations? Is it a level 30 in-game thing to get access to them to purchase, or just not in the early access? Either way, something doesn't add up. And I am agreeing with him on this one. I'm noticing that I'm not getting any armor pieces. I'm getting a bunch of weapons and stuff and gear abilities, but no armor. And the response is from Ben Irving of Bioware, who says, we have more coming that are tied to a feature. We'll talk about it soon next week, hopefully. So some sort of mysterious feature is coming to Anthem regarding the armor sets. Now my curiosity is piqued for sure. So yeah, I will definitely let you guys know what's going on with that one next week. Alright, so let's talk about those load times. I did a video about that recently. That's a big issue in Anthem. A lot of people are not pleased with them. So this was the post from Trite463, who says this: console load times are pretty bad. I play on Xbox One X. It's pretty impactful to the flow of the game. If I could pick one thing to be fixed and improved, it would be this. Totally agree with you for sure. And this was the response from Michael Gamble of Bioware, who says, yeah, this is certainly on the list of improvements we want to make. He also followed up saying the following: performance on all platforms will continue upward, smoother frame rate, fixed hitches, etc. So it looks like they're going to be addressing the load times, and we're going to keep an eye on that. Maybe even time them and see if they improve, and see how the community reacts going forward. Also, a lot of you guys are noticing problems with being downed, especially when it comes to joining random matches, and you want this change. So this was the sentiment from Anthem the Game, who says, being downed absolutely has to change. I'm sorry, it's from Pablo144 who says this, and he says, currently writing this post while I'm downed waiting for a repair. Even with the party interface, you still need to wait an eternity to be rezzed. We either need a countdown timer like other games do, or we need a ping system to say I'm dead, or even just able to look around. Still haven't been rezzed in the time I've written the above. Very fun. And the reply is from Chris of Bioware. He says this: hey there, we're not happy with the downed experience right now either. We're actively working on some solutions, but as you noted, there's several smaller problems that add up to a larger one. So there's a few solves here, and we want to get it right. So they will be changing that in the future. Good news. It would be nice to have some sort of countdown timer. I totally agree about that one. I think it would alleviate some of the problems, especially in random matchmaking. But also, he brought up the point that we desperately do need some sort of waypoint and ping system. Just look to Apex Legends for that, and, you know, that would work really great in this game. Alright, so let's talk about rewards, specifically Masterwork weapons. So this was pointed out by Nolfic, who says this: I think there's a bug with loot revealing during the end of an expedition screen. My 2 Masterworks and 1 Legendary all revealed to be Avenger's Boon. And the reply was this: before you enter Grandmaster 1, there's a small pool of Masterwork weapons you have access to. I think it is 6. Once you enter Grandmaster 1, the full range of weapons, gear, and components become available. So, the gist of that is you're going to want to start playing on the Grandmaster difficulties when it comes time. So, definitely remember that. The rewards are going to be better. And I can't imagine how good they're going to get once you start hitting Grandmaster level 3. Of course, the risk is going to be even greater too, because it's going to be quite difficult for sure. Alright, so let's take a look at what I would dub some of the pre-patch notes. Early look at some patch notes here from Michael Gamble, who says this: a few bugs which are improved in day 1. Getting shot by invisible people, this is streaming related, especially on slower full hard drives. Patch makes it much better. I've had this issue as well. I don't think I have a slow hard drive. I hope that there's nothing wrong with my hard drive. But next up, Michael Gamble says this: crashes, disconnects when talking to people in Fort. This is a faction point related. Fixed. Nice. So that's going to be fixed February 22nd. And then he says this: loading screens rarely not completing. More fixes there. I have not run into that issue at all during my recent play time with Anthem, so that's good news. The only big news, problem, that I've had is with audio. So he addresses that. He says audio disappearing. That's going to be fixed at launch as well. And then furthermore, he says opening chests, counting challenges will have a larger radius. If anyone in your squad opens, you should get credit for the open too. So that's going to be in launch as well. And then he says this: fix an issue with where some folks said they had completed all the trials but couldn't get into the tomb. So a lot of this stuff is related to the tomb challenges, which are a pain. And I have some updates in just a moment about that too. Now he says this: Xbox settings not being saved for some folks is also going to be fixed. So there you have it. That's kind of like a very early look at some of the patch stuff that's coming up here. And then we're going to be getting the full patch notes here down the road, just ahead of launch of this patch. And, of course, the game. All right, let's talk about the critical story path. So, Robin says this: when playing with friends, will our critical path progress at the same time if we're on the same mission? That didn't seem to be the case for early access, seeing as how I had to do missions twice to make sure my buddy and I were caught up with one another. This has been a big talking point in my stream, especially when I'm playing with my buddies or with my bro Ryan. I'm like, I don't know if you're caught up yet. I don't know. We got to keep track of this. But the answer is finally this. Ben Irving says yes. So you're going to progress together on those missions. The key is not to jump ahead too forward. So just pay attention to what missions you are accepting, especially the names of those missions when you play. Alright, so also, I've been noticing that sometimes I join a mission and it's kind of already underway. And I noticed that a lot of you guys are experiencing the same thing. This is what Sinister Eye says: don't like the idea of matchmaking a story mission and joining at the end. Is that being addressed? And Jonathan Warner of Bioware says this: if you start a mission normally, we matchmake you into the first minute or so of the mission. Now, if you are using quick play, we leave it open for the full mission. And I think the idea is basically you're going to be acting like a reinforcement and helping out, anyone that's in the mission, and there's like empty open slots. So I'm guessing that's how that is going to be working. All right, so let's talk about the Strider. The Strider, it used to be that it was going to be acting like this forward operating base where you can access it. So that was the question here from John West. He says, hey guys, are the Striders still acting as forward operating bases, or has that been removed? And the answer is this: Striders as a base has been replaced with the launch bay in the fort. I'm kind of honestly bummed about that, but also at the same time thrilled that we get the launch bay. I just wonder if it would be cool if you can go up to the Strider and maybe access the launch bay. Maybe that could be something that could possibly happen. I just think it would be cool to be able to use the Strider in the field. Go up to it. Just kind of seems like pointless now. But that's just my opinion. I would love to be able to access something from the Strider in some way. So yeah, I promised you guys I would talk about Tomb Challenge fixes. Here we go. So this was from Ace Vector Gaming, who says this: one very annoying thing is the mission where you have to go into the tombs. Getting 15 treasure chests turns into 60 treasure chests of I'm playing with my friends, because you don't get credit for a teammate opening one. Yeah, what a pain in the butt. That's horrible. Michael Gamble says this, it's fixed on day one. So I wish, honestly, that was fixed right now, because there are people reviewing the game right now. That's definitely going to be impacting the score, and it's a bummer that that was not addressed earlier. So Dagon says this, lots of streamers I have been watching are complaining about the missions opening chests taking so long because the chests are hard to find. Is that mission likely to be tweaked? And the answer is yes. So a lot of tweaks coming to the tomb challenges. That's at least very good news, but I wish they had been addressed before you know, the early access launch of the game, because this is not classified as a beta or anything like that. So the game, I think, is going to see some rough reviews in that regard specifically. All right, let's talk about SLI support. A lot of you guys tweeted at me and were writing in to me wondering this. So that was the question from the Ugly Terran, who says this, Dear Michael, I bought Anthem to my PC and Xbox, but on PC I can't play it because of no SLI support. Please fix this. Anthem is a really good game, and we all want to play it and support it for good. The response is this from Michael Gamble. We are putting in SLI very soon. For now, potentially disable it. So it is coming to the game. No exact date. Maybe that'll be in the patch notes coming up. But yeah, if we have an exact date, I'll let you guys know. All right, there's a cinematic bug here from James. He says this, my game crashed after the cutscene on the Find Hades and Faye at Princess Zim's hideout. Is this a known bug on PC? I can't complete the mission on Anthem. I tried again today and even changed Javelin. Still happening. A few others are having the same issues on PC and Xbox. Here's the response from Michael Gamble. That's fixed on the next patch, but I'm sure the workaround is to do this mission on private solo. It's due to cinematic skipping in the group. So there's that answer. So there's the latest happenings around Anthem. Some really cool stuff, of course, but I will also let you know about this brand new armor set feature coming to Anthem. I'm not too sure what it is. I was expecting to be collecting a lot more armor pieces during my adventure, but I'm noticing I'm not collecting anything, and I'm level, I think 15 at this point, or something like that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know. Thank you guys so much for, oh no, we got downed. So sad. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned here to Open World Games for more Anthem, of course, and open world gaming goodness. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.